Welcome to On The Record. I'm your host, Jamal Raheem. Now, for those who are new to this, On The Record is a show where I go to local record stores. I get CDs, DVDs, vinyls, magazines, whatever they got. I take you with me and I explain what I got. It's a simple concept. Now, in this episode, I went to Music Millennium in Portland. I was in Portland, Oregon for like a couple. When you guys see this, it will be a month ago. I had to stop by a record store. It wouldn't be me if I didn't stop by a record store. Without further ado, let's get into this episode and let's see what I got. First thing I'm going to show y'all is this J Dilla Donuts cassette. Now, Donuts is one of my favorite albums ever. I had to get that on everything. I got it on CD, I got it on vinyl, and I finally got it on cassette, even though I don't even have a cassette player. I will by the time y'all see this. But had to get it. I used to listen to this all the time, going to class, studying, whatever it was. J Dilla is one of the greatest producers to ever do this. This project is so creative. There's like beats, like songs sound like they shouldn't work and they work. The samples that he used sounds like it shouldn't work and it works. Only J Dilla could do that. R.I.P. to one of the greatest to ever do it. Next thing, Steve Lacy. Steve Lacy is an artist that I thought would blow up a long time ago. I honestly thought he would be the first one to blow up out of the internet. Even though the internet does have Sid, so I don't know why I thought him. But this project is fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Now, you fans on tour throwing stuff on stage and all that bull crap, y'all need to get a whooping. But this project is fantastic. Bad Habits blew it up, TikTok. See it everywhere to the point I got tired of it. But the album is amazing. The song with Fouché is probably the standout track for me. It's a song that I wanted to go see him live, but them tickets were ridiculous because I wanted to hear that live. But I'm glad Steve Lacy is finally blowing up. He deserves everything that he's getting, you know what I'm saying? I thought he would blow up with like See You Girl and all those other songs, but I'm glad he's finally blowing up because he deserves it. Great, talented man. Shout out to Steve Lacy. You dig. Next album that I'm going with is Nevermind by Nirvana. Now, I have always been a hip-hop, R&B type of dude. Especially when I was younger, it was mainly just hip-hop. But as I got older and my music taste grown, I always ask people, what album should I listen to of rock and roll? What group I should listen to? People kept telling me Nirvana. I listened to this album. Obviously, Smells Like Teen Spirit is the highlight. That's one of the biggest songs ever. I didn't know, growing up, I didn't know that was Nirvana because, the song was just so damn big. But this is the album they kept telling me to listen to it. I had it on CD a long time ago. I downloaded it off LimeWire. Don't know if that's snitching on myself. But that's when I listened to it for the first time. And I was like, ooh, okay. And then I really gave them a listen. But this is the album that really got me into rock and roll. I would say this is one of the albums that opened my horizons, expanded my music taste. Because I only listened to hip-hop and R&B growing up. And this is the album that got me to stray away a little bit and try something else. Next album, Texas Sun. This is Leon Bridges and Carubin. I did not know that they had an album together. Did not know. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I didn't even listen to this album. I bought this off the strength of both of their catalogs. Leon Bridges by himself, fantastic. Carubin by themselves, fantastic. So I know together they probably sound amazing. This was something I didn't know existed. Happened to be scrolling through the store. This was in the rock and roll section. So that's how I know, I was looking for, I don't know what I was looking for. Actually, I was looking for the Nirvana record. And I happened to come across this and I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. Leon Bridges and Carubin got an album together and I don't even know about it. I'm buying off of the strength of their music. Both of them are fantastic. I can't wait to listen to this project. Go listen to it right after we get done recording this. Next album, Tribe Called Quest. It's their debut album. People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of Rhythm. Always a mouthful to say. But Tribe is one of the best groups in music history, not just hip hop. Because people usually like to limit rappers and hip hop to just hip hop. No, they one of the greatest groups ever. You know what I'm saying? Their accomplishments is great. They got great albums. Their first 3 albums, you could say that's probably the best 3 album run in hip hop history and music history. You can make that argument. That's how great it is. This album is like the introduction to who they are. You got Left My Wallet and El Segundo, Bonita Apple Bum, Can I Kick It? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You got some bangers on this project. Phife Dawg is, like, to me, one of the best MCs ever. He doesn't get his credit for being like a dope MC because he was in a group, and also because he's in a group with Q-Tip, who was just so damn talented. But Phife Dawg be spitting them bars, and I tell you, shout out to Tribe Called Quest. My goal is to own everything by Tribe Called Quest. I already have Low End Theory, I have Midnight Marauders, and now I have this. And I'm also gonna buy another copy of Low End Theory because that is my favorite album, and I'm gonna get like multiple copies of that album because I think it's that great. But we're not talking about Low End Theory. We're talking about this bad boy right here. Shout out to Tribe, R.I.P. Phife Dawg. And this last baby that I got, now, this probably hasn't been officially released because, you know, I know damn well all these samples that are on this project didn't get cleared. This ain't even on streaming. But I had to cop that Friday Night Lights by Jermaine J. Cole.
J. Cole?
Yeah.
Jermaine.
Yes.
Cole.
Yes.
This is my favorite mixtape of all time. Like, this has my favorite J. Cole song of all time, Too Deep for the intro. This one had Looking for Trouble as a bonus track where he bodied that thing. Like, all of the people on the track got good verses. Like, Sci-Hi has the second best verse in my opinion. Big Sean's verse is fire. Pusha T's verse is fire. Kanye's verse is good. But with those lyrical monsters on that track, it don't compare. But this mixtape is just so fire. Like, I'm going to Dreamville Festival, and if he just performs this whole thing, I would be happy. You know what I'm saying? I think he should probably do like a tour where he like doing Friday Night Lights on the anniversary, because I know it's coming up pretty soon. Like, he should do a tour. Like, this is that great of a project. Everything about this is just banger after banger. Shout out to Dreamville. Shout out to J. Cole. Like, I was so happy when I found this project there. And it was funny because, like, they had somebody in the store. I think they're called Surf Curse. I think they were in the store doing a signing and everything like that. So I didn't want to go over into that section. And I happened to stumble into the hip-hop section. The goal wasn't to get any hip-hop records. The goal was to just get R&B and rock and roll. And you see, I clearly failed on that mission. But I stumbled across this bad boy right here, this masterpiece, my favorite mixtape. There's not a miss on here. Like, if you think there's a miss on this project, you probably don't like music. You're probably a racist who thinks, like, hip-hop is terrible. Like, all they talk about is violence and blah, blah, blah. Because this is a fantastic project. I'm so glad that I got it. Shout out to J. Cole, man. I can't wait to see y'all live at the Dreamville Festival. Shout out to Dreamville. Shout out to Rock Nation. Shout out to you for watching it. This has been On The Record. I've been your boy Jamal Radio Raheem. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. All that stuff that YouTubers tell y'all. And I'll catch y'all next week. Peace out.